Hi, I'm Hannah the Healing Hunter and I'm in Susan Kennard's office, number 1 Harley Street. We are having a session with her today. She is a psychologist as well as a medium, known as the spiritual scientist. So we'll see what she has in store for me today. Let's do it. Hi, I'm Hannah Sweeney and I'm here today with Susan Kennard and we're at her Harley Street practice. Hi Susan.
Hi Hannah.
So what is your healing practice?
I'm kind of known as the spiritual scientist, and the reason for that is I incorporate my scientific background, which is psychology and psychotherapy.
So you are a qualified psychologist?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I trained at the Tavistock Centre, which is the Centre for Psychotherapy.
Yeah.
So I'm very much that traditional base, but I'm also a medium, somebody who works with energy and a holistic practitioner. So I'm known as a spiritual scientist because I like the evidence.
And what can I expect to happen today?
It really depends on when we start doing the session. It depends on what I'm really given as an aspect to work with. So it might be that I use some of my processes that I've created because they help us access the inner child part of us that holds that message. And when I work with people, it's always about helping them clear their energy field. So people come to me, for example, where they want to shift something. So it might be to do with success, or it could be to do with childhood trauma, or it could be that they just want to move something in their life. Maybe it's relationships or something like that. Or they might have a physical pain or something else going on in their body. I'm a neuropsychologist as well, so I'm trained in meta health, where we look at the brain relay and the part of the body that gets affected by a particular part of the brain. And we just take it a bit further and we look at the emotions associated to that, and then obviously the spiritual aspect of us, that part of us that's really needing to know about their mission. And I've found that a lot of people that come and see me, really it's about being on their mission. But they might not know that when they come. They'll come for something specific, but that specific thing is really a road leading to being in alignment truly with why they're here.
Well, I can't wait for this session, so let's get into it.
So Hannah, we know why you're here, and we're actually doing this session together, and we've spoken a little bit before we started filming where it might be that you'd like to work with any blocks to your mission. Now we know that you are on your mission, and you told me that you're really excited about it, and in a way you've actually created that yourself, haven't you? You said that it came from a thought, and the thought is now becoming a reality with the Healing Hunter. And so when you think about where you would really like to be, don't tell me too much about it because my guides will kick in and give you some information. But where do you feel it when you think, what's my potential? Can you see where you want to be? Yeah?
Yeah.
And can you see what stops you?
It's definitely fear and also just basic organising and time and like funding, things like that.
So the major thing is fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, all we've got is fear or love. But when we have fears, it's almost like a wall being put up. Okay, so I want you just to see yourself behind the wall. And now I want you to see how old the child is next to you. Quick.
She's probably 4.
So now we're going to help her heal, all right? So we're going to bring in a beautiful angel to stand by her side. Has she got it? Can she see that angel? Yeah. How does she feel now that she's seeing that angel by her side?
Just again, calmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like someone's holding her hand.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's not on her own now. She's more connected. So the angel's going to produce a beautiful basket full of stars. And so now I want her to look in that basket for the best bit, which is a magic wand with a star on the top. All our inner children love this. Okay? So get her to take the star, and it's got her name on it.
Oh my god.
Okay? So how does she feel she's got that magic wand now?
Oh, amazing.
So can she tell me what the wall is like now?
It's gotta be cold. Like, it's
Yeah.
come down.
So the next bit that we're going to do here is called compassion. And essentially what it is we are going to give compassion to ourselves, because this is something that we never do. Yeah, we hardly ever give compassion to ourselves, and we certainly didn't do it when we were children. I'm so sorry
I'm so sorry.
that you thought it was your job to heal the world
So you thought it was your job to heal the world.
when it was only your job to heal yourself.
When it was only your job to heal yourself.
Okay, good. How does she feel? Is there an acknowledgement? Yeah. Yeah.
So I just had my session with Susan Kennard, and it was very unique. She had some ways of working she had this one wall technique that we used, which used a lot of, I had to go in and come up with images and see colours that I could see and things that came up, and it was like a little bit to do with childhood. And from that, the things that I released, I can actually feel a physical link. I feel like I can breathe a bit easier and like a lighter inside my lungs, and it's funny because my session was about releasing responsibility. I feel like lighter, like younger, like back when I was little, I had less responsibility. That's exactly how I feel, and that's exactly what we did in the session. So I'm sure that is linked. So yeah, it seemed quite childlike, the things that she was asking me, but really it got to a deep place, and she just led me along. And there were times when I didn't really have answers, and that's when she called upon what she calls her guides, and that showed me and told me things. Lots of visions came to me as well. So she has such an array of tools that if you'd like to go see her, she really would make it such a personalized thing for you, with all the things that she's been studied, and she's a trained psychologist, for example. And yeah, it was very hard hitting to exactly where I was with this kind of technique that she used, but she'd used different ones for anyone. So thank you, Susan. Thank you for watching. Very interesting, very unique. And I hope you'll join us for our next episode for The Healing Hunter. Thank you.